Homagyanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Dhena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. This is the goal of life. And one can achieve this by having association with pure devotees. And realizing that it is in one's best interest to give everything to Krishna. Just by giving everything to Krishna, one realizes that I actually become nourished. Prahlad Maharaj says, when you decorate your face, then the reflection in the mirror is also decorated. Because we are part of Krishna. We're like that reflection in the mirror. And when we give to Krishna, then we actually become decorated. Or the Srimad Bhagavatam says, when you water the root of a tree, then all the leaves and branches become nourished. And Prabhupada tells a story about how the senses became envious that the stomach was eating everything. And they all got together for a secret meeting. They said the stomach is only enjoying everything. And we're all working hard, collecting the food and cooking it, picking it up, putting it in the mouth. And the stomach just sits there and enjoys. No more. We're not going to do this. So they went on strike. But 3 days later, they were feeling terrible. So they came back together and said, let's go back to work. And when they did their natural work of feeding the stomach, then they felt great. So the question is, who is it that will give everything to Krishna? Because after all, everyone is self-interested. The only problem is I've mistaken what myself is. Shukadev Goswami says, Atmanam Akilatmanam, that Krishna is the soul of my soul. So the devotees figure out the great secret of life. And that is by giving their life and their energy simply to satisfy Krishna. Then they become satisfied. And the opposite is when I try to give everything to myself, I become dissatisfied. And I don't even have to try, I just have to start thinking how to satisfy myself. And immediately I'll be dissatisfied. And if someone simply thinks how to satisfy Krishna, that person will immediately feel satisfied. what to speak if he or she actually does something. So this example of Dadichi is something that we can always keep in our mind. We may not be able to imitate him, but we can try to follow in his footsteps. And when the time comes to donate our body, or I should say, when time comes to give up the body, if we've already given it, there's no real problem. My only problem at death is I'm thinking that I'm losing something. But if you preemptively give it away, then you have nothing to lose. And now we'll take a few reflections. We welcome all the devotees from Tokyo who've joined online all over Japan, and all the great souls who are listening on the internet. So if anyone would like to make a reflection, you can speak up online. And if you're on internet watching on Facebook, you can type in a text and you can make a reflection. Anything that you heard from the class that's stuck in your mind. But you better be fast because we only have 3 minutes. Madhu Mangala Prabhu.
それが本当に分かったときに本当にシンプルになれるのかなってそう感じました。He felt, you said simplicity, you talked about simplicity. So when you know the simplicity, then なんだっけ？真理。The truth is simplicity. Yeah. Truth is very simple.
Oh.
Truth. We are part and parcel of the Krishna. Yeah, like. Who said that? Shukadeva Goswami said that I'm soul is my soul is Krishna.
Yeah, Shukadeva Goswami said, Atmanam Akilatmanam. Krishna is the soul of my soul.
So Shukadeva Goswami, Krishna wa watashi no tamashi no tamashi, tamashi da. If I realize this, then I naturally become simple.
If he realizes this, he naturally becomes simple. Yeah, nice point. And also, if one lives in that truth, then one's life becomes simple also. Many complications come from trying to be something I'm not. What are the reflections? Anything you heard that stuck? Yes.
クリシュナがあなたの命をもう出しなさいって言ったら、クリシュナは最高種だからもう当たり前に出せばいいのに、じゃあなぜ出せないって執着、この命に執着するかっていうことを考えたとき、自分はもう本当にやり尽くしてクリシュナのためにやり尽くして生き切ってるっていう人はどうぞもう命はいりませんって言えるんだけど、もう全然ダメだ、まだダメだ、クリシュナのために尽くせてない、クリシュナのことチャンティングすらいろんなこと考えちゃってもう一心にやれてない。だからクリシュナに言われてるんだけど、もうたくさんやれてない自分があるとダメだから執着するっていうんですね。だからその分かってもなぜ執着するかっていうのはダメな自分に対してもっとリボーティーとして今の命でやっていって 貯金を作りたいっていうことが潜在意識の中にあるから命が出せないんじゃないかって私は思いました。自分のこと考えて。
So she says, when Krishna says to give up your body for me, it's very simple. But the reason because we're attached to it is because even as a devotee, we feel like we're not doing enough. We're not doing enough devotional service. We're not serving Krishna. So she feels like I still have something that I need to do with this body to serve Krishna. It's not completed. So therefore, in her case, she feels like her attachment to her body comes from that also. If you just live fully now for Krishna, then it's easy to give up your body. But because you have that attachment that, well, I can do more for Krishna, so that makes it harder.
It's the same thing. Using your body for Krishna's purpose is also giving up your body. In the story of Devaki coming home from her wedding, her brother Kamsa grabs her by the hair when he hears that her son is going to kill him. And he pulls his sword, and then Vasudeva, her husband, tries to save her. And in that section, Shukadeva Goswami says that the first duty of every living being is to avoid death, because you need the body to serve Krishna. But ultimately, one avoids death by surrendering one's body to Krishna. In this life. And Rupa Goswami says, Iha yasya haredasya karmana manasa gira nikila apyavastastu jivan muktasa uchite. One who uses his or her body fully in Krishna's service is called a liberated soul, even while living in the body. Anything? Any text? We're looking at any text from Facebook. Hare Krishna from Ananda Viharini in Bloomington, Illinois. Let's hear it for Bloomington, Illinois. No, more than that. That's Bloomington. Let's give her a big hand. That's about a 2 on a scale of 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3. Govinda Viharini. Preeti Ghosh from New York. Haribo!
Magda said Krishna is our best friend that owns everything.
Magda, Krishna is our best friend who owns everything. Haribo! Okay. Well, Mukaravind checked in also. Haribo! Well, thanks to all the devotees from who joined in today to listen to the Srimad Bhagavatam. Gaur Premanande Haribo. Vancha kalpaturvascha kripasinave vacha patitanam pavanibhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman, hey, Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman.